Okay, let's just make sure this is focused. Oh, oh. No. There. Same. No. Just there. That's in focus. That's in focus, I think. It's hard to tell on my TV if this is in focus or not, so I apologise if this whole video is out of focus. Hi Gersom. First of all, my god, your card collection is incredible. Like, I cannot believe it. I have some pretty decent cards myself that aren't just regular bicycle cards. I've got some Black Tiger, which are very similar to your cards actually. They're white on the back like that. And then they're, you know, red and then white as well, you know. So, yeah. I've got these cards called Madison Dealers, which are by a good card shark called Daniel Madison, who used to be involved in lots of poker. I think he used to cheat at poker, and then they kind of cottoned on to him, but they realised he was so good that they asked him to get involved with them so that he could figure out, so he could tell them their tricks and stuff, and then he got involved in magic. So he's a cardistry person first, and then a magician second. But they're very nice. They're just very simple on the back, and that's his like symbol. So yeah, and they're really smooth. Those are the only two decks that really survived my atrocious day where I lost 6 decks of cards, including a mark deck. I was awful. It was just chucking it down with rain. I had all these decks in my bags from a previous night where I'd done some magic out of friends, and they just got absolutely drenched. It was the worst rain we've seen in forever. And yeah, they were just gone. 6 decks of cards, really nice decks that I'd got from Illusionist as well, and from Brian Brushwood over at Scam School. His decks are so nice. Just lost. Oh my god, Jimmy is so cute. I need to see more of Jimmy. Show me more, please. Just film him doing whatever. Make a little obstacle course or something, see whether he does it. That'll be funny. Just carrying on with the magic. Miss Mag is a very good resource. He explains things very slowly, very calculatedly. I've got something in my throat. Ah, right. He takes time in what he's teaching. He's just very good. So yeah, keep up with Miss Mag. I've got a book actually that has what I think is everything you're looking for in it that I'm going to send to you. So look forward to that. I don't use it anymore. I used to use it, but not anymore. So it's all yours. Just wait for the mail. I might need to get your address actually, because I can't find the envelope that you send your stuff in. So message me your address. Chris Ramsey is also incredible. Like, I follow him on Instagram and Twitter, and he's really good. So keep following him and looking at his stuff. There was another YouTuber that I can't remember the name of that done really good tutorials for cardistry. So I'll find that for you and put that in the link below. But yeah, it's really good. Practicing magic is one of those things where it's mind over matter, because I was talking with my friend the other day about how at this kind of age, or in this kind of society, I'm not sure which it is, we expect to be good at things when we start them, or we expect the only things that we're going to be good at will be the things we start good at, rather than actually practicing something and starting from scratch. None of us really have the time or the energy or the effort or any of that to actually start something from scratch. It seems like if you start something and you're bad at it, you just quit. But of course, if you start something new, you're going to be bad at it, or you're not going to be as good as someone else. So I think it's worth taking the time to learn stuff, learn new things. And I think that once you break that barrier of kind of like, you know what, actually I've gotten quite good at this, that's the best feeling in the world. And I think with magic, that what you were explaining, that the kind of moment happens very frequently, and it's lots of little moments rather than one big, oh, you know what, I'm a great magician. It's, wow, I just did a move I never could do before. I just did a thing, and I'm still getting that. Like, there's maneuvers that I'm still learning. See if I can find, this one, which I'm now going to fail epically. No, see. Oh, come on. Come on. I'm going to try that once more. Don't even know how much of that was on camera. So it's one-handed cut, and then you get the cards in like that, and then you twist them and flip them. Oh, so close. And it's really hard now, but like as soon as you get the hang of it, you can do it really easily. It feels easy to use. So yeah, it's just practice. With regards to mentalism, there's this great mentalist called Kennedy, who I watched a Penguin Live lecture of, and he went through mentalism and the state of mentalism at the moment. And what he was saying was that mentalism is in this place at the moment where there's people who are taking advantage of new mentalists and new magicians by selling them things that don't work. For instance, trying to make it out like you can actually do mentalism for real. Which you can to an extent, but like if something works 60% of the time, there's going to be 40% of the time where it doesn't work and you're going to look stupid. So he was saying, you can mix that stuff in, you can use that stuff, but you've got to mix it in with stuff that's going to work surefire. And there's so many mentalist acts, so many mind reading acts, so much that will work 100% of the time, that I would recommend you to not waste your time on the stuff that works some of the time. Learn that stuff after, learn the stuff that works 100% of the time, because there's plenty of it, and my god, when it works, it's so good. Well, not when it works. When you do it, it's so good. I went to a party the other day. Actually, this is going into another subject that I'm going to talk about later. But I went to a party the other day. I did magic to these people I'd never met before. I did some mentalism, so I'd never met them in my life, and it's surefire mentalism, works every time. And they were blown away. They were so amazed. They were like, oh, they could not handle it. I swear down. Like they were so glad I went to it, because it was like a kind of gate crash, a stag party. But they were so glad that I did. They were inviting me along to the wedding and everything. It was brilliant. So yeah, all I'm saying is that when you're choosing mentalism tricks, it's hard with magic because you can't see the trick before you buy it, but choose ones that work surefire. And I can teach you a couple of tricks that are definitely 100% surefire 100% of the time, because they're so much more worth it and the responses you get are incredible. So yesterday I met up with my friend Arta, who is like, I've only known her 6 months, but I've become really close. She's really cool, really funny, awesome. She has some great friends as well that I've gotten really close with. So I really would like you to meet her. So when I was out and about with her, we went along that walk that I went on when I did my last video. Went a bit further than I normally do. But I basically got her to say hi to you. So I'm introducing you to Arta. Gersom, meet Arta. Arta, meet Gersom. So
hi, Gersom.
Arta, I met. Where did I meet you? Work.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
Wow. Has it been 6 months already?
Well, it will be next week, I think. Yeah.
I'll put up with her for longer.
And who would have thought that this guy would be so great?
Okay. Yeah. You guys need to meet at some point. So when you're next in England, or she wants to go travelling, so I said that she could come see you in Singapore.
Yeah. Camera.
It's not a camera.
Yeah, you're fine.
Ah. Oh, it's spiky. Nice. There's more.
Look where we are. Look.
In the river.
And I think I saw.
And there's a few people that I want to do that with, so when I'm out with them, I'm gonna film myself with them saying hi to you, so that you get to know who I'm hanging out with. So I think maybe you could do that as well. Like, I want to know the friends that you have in Singapore. So obviously I know Verity, but if there's anyone else, then yeah, let me meet them, because it'll be nice to say hi and nice to meet new people. I think we're both very sociable people in that sense. So yeah, that'd be good. I alluded to it earlier, but this weekend has been kind of hectic, but in a good way. So Friday night I went out with friends, and it was a really good night out. Like, it's like Lindsay, my sister, come out. My friend Lucas came out, and then we had another, like my housemate Shay and Jareth come out, but I didn't really see them two. It ended really late, and that's just, yeah, had a really good night. The next night there was a rave down at Botany Bay that I got invited to, and it was me and one friend that went down, but it was really cool. I didn't drink anything, it was just chilled out, like there was some really nice music playing and just loads of people dancing and stuff. But then, so I got hardly any sleep those 2 nights, and then the third night I ended up going to Notting Hill Carnival, which is incredible. I recommend going if you're ever in England around that time. Go to Notting Hill Carnival, it's so much fun. There's lots of good music, awesome people. So I met up with a few people there, and then missed my last train home and I had work the next day, so I had to stay up in London, which is why I ended up crashing this house party with a couple of people I'd met that day. And because I had nothing else to do, like I couldn't go home, I didn't have any money for a hotel or anything, so I had to stick with these people until, the early hours, and then got a train back in the morning at 8 AM. Met this awesome guy on the train who is from this company called United Creative Arts, who's just made a film called Zombies in the Hood, which looks like actually it's going to be quite good. Like, I really like films like that. So, and I was quite hungover, so I was just sat there. He was chatting to me about this film and his kind of like life and stuff, and it was just a great start to the morning, despite the fact I hadn't had much sleep. And I fully intend to watch the movie, so maybe that's something you can do as well. The weird thing is, as he left the train, he asked me my name, because we'd had a 40-minute long chat, so whatever. So he was like, "Oh, what's your name?" And I was like, "Oh, Luke ilett-mackie." And he was like, "Ilett, I-L-E-T-T." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "That's my mum's surname." I was like, "What?" I swear that's such a rare name. Like, I've never met anyone with that surname other than my own family. And there's this woman that has it as well. So it was really bizarre, but he was like, everything happens for a reason, so, maybe it does. It was really cool though. So yeah, I had a shockingly busy and tiring weekend, but then started work on Monday and it was all good. Work was work. I didn't have a problem. Now I'm going to answer your question. If I could live in any computer game world, what computer game world would I live in? So that's a tough one, because the ones I want to say are stuff like Halo or stuff like that, but realistically speaking, if I was living in Halo, I would be killed straight away, because I'd be a Marine and I don't think I could take a plasma thing to the chest. So Halo would be my first bet though, because I've loved the franchise since it would come out. Like, I got the first game and then I got all the other games as they came out, right up until recently when 343 Industries took over, because the games they've been releasing have been kind of shit, not so good. So I'm a bit disappointed at the moment with the franchise, which is why I actually got a PS4 last week. I converted to PlayStation because the only reason I was still with Xbox was because of Halo, and Halo is kind of dying a little bit, so, they haven't impressed me. Anyway, what computer game world would I live in? That's a really hard question, actually. I've just finished Beyond Two Souls, and I really loved the game, like the idea of the world that they inhabit, because it's just normal reality, but then there's like these entities there and like doing stuff. I guess that could be this world, and we just don't know about it. So, Gears of War, definitely not, because that sounds like the worst kind of world to live in, with all these locust things going around. No. So I'm trying to think of my favourite games. Mirror's Edge is very good, but then again, no, yeah, Mirror's Edge. I'd want to live in Mirror's Edge and be one of the runners. Like, that would be the ideal. Because I used to do free running. I loved the game when it came out. I liked the how clean it looks and how crisp, and like the graphics still hold up today, like incredibly. I haven't played the second one yet, but I fully intend to. I don't know. It's just a really beautiful game, and like the fact that they're overthrowing this totalitarian government, I really like that kind of concept. So, I think that's all I've really wanted to say. I have got a question for you. I want to know what your favourite movie is and why it's your favourite movie. Because I don't think we've actually talked about this, and you know, I think that you'll have a really good one and a really good reason. So I'm very interested to know what your favourite film is. Okay, so that's everything. I hope you're well. Send my love to the family. Peace out. Bye.